Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lori. I'm a reseller on Poshmark and eBay, and I share my journey over here with you on YouTube. I'm trying a new style video out and I'm curious what you guys think of it. I've been on YouTube for probably 3.5 years. I think it was January of 2019 when I posted my first video over here. And for the first 6 months to 2 years of my journey, I used to do monthly what sold videos. As my business grew and things got a little busier in my life, it just got a little tricky to reflect on the entire month. So what you've been seeing from me lately has been smaller what sold videos, what sold over the weekend, or what sold from a particular haul or things like that. What I'm going to do in the upcoming months, and I'm going to test it out for probably 3 or 4 months and see how it goes, and then see if it will become a permanent spot on my channel, is to do monthly reflections. And I want to break it down into 3 parts. The first part's going to be reselling related, and I'll talk about my sales, some of my favorite flips, what my numbers were on different platforms, more typical what sold reflections and things like that. It may not just be about what sold. There's definitely going to be some other things besides sales mixed in there. The second part of the video will be quick, but it will be a little bit of a blurb about my YouTube journey. You know, where I'm at, what my goals are for YouTube, what I want to do with my content and whatnot. And then the third part of the video will be some personal reflections, goals I have in my personal life and whether I'm meeting those goals or not. As many of you know, I'm really into planning, but what happens is midway through the year, we are approaching May now, I kind of lose my mojo when it comes to planning, and I feel like I need to dial it back and check in with my goals. So I thought if I did a video at the end of every month talking about my goals, it would be a way for me to stay focused and motivated and reflect and kind of share my inner dialogue with you guys and, see if that in some way is helpful to you. If that sounds good to you, we're gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna start with the reselling portion. Also, I will always put timestamps in these videos. If you're not interested in the reselling portion, you can skip to the YouTube piece, or you can skip right to my personal stuff, or, you can jump around in any format. Let's get into it. So I am filming this on April 28th. So we still have 2 days left of April. So all of my numbers will be with regards to the first 28 days of this month. But as of today, this is my lowest sales month in over a year on Poshmark. And it's only second to last month, which was my lowest sales month prior to this month. Many of us are experiencing some turmoil with the consistency of our sales on Poshmark, and that has definitely affected me. That doesn't mean everybody is struggling. Some people are really killing it right now, but I'm just speaking from my own experience. I've really struggled this month on Poshmark. I feel like the past couple of days, things seem to be bouncing back, but as of right now, I'm at $3,422 in sales on Poshmark, and I would say that my average is about $4,600 to $4,800. My 2 best months on Poshmark in the past year were this past February at $5,582 and then September at $5,745. So I also do sell on eBay. One of the things I wanted to focus on in this video in particular is my thoughts on how important it is to not put all your eggs in one basket. This month really was shouting at me in my face. You need to diversify. The way that I diversify is I list on multiple platforms and I have a YouTube channel. So as frustrating as it has been this month to be struggling on Poshmark, what it forced me to do was to lean on eBay. And what happened with eBay this month is really exciting for me. Okay, it's funny, when I looked at this yesterday, in the past 31 days, my sales were $815. So I thought, because I had another sale today, I thought that number was going to increase, but it actually decreased. So in the past 31 days, my sales are up on eBay 71.4%, and I'm at $796 in the past 31 days. My goal for this month was to get to $1,000 on eBay, because that would really in some way make up for what I've lost on Poshmark. I also had 3 Depop sales this month, which it was only a little over $100 in sales, but I'm very excited that I'm at least dipping my toes in a new platform. I like Depop a lot more than I like Mercari. In my own personal experience, I just like the platform itself. I like the aesthetic over on Depop. I still haven't really figured it out. I'm being very patient with it because I have a lot of other balls in the air, but I did want to get my feet wet over there, and I'm having fun sourcing for Depop. April, I have had 18 sales, really 17 because I had one item that somebody just never paid for. So 18 sales in the past 31 days, so that would include maybe a couple sales from the month of March. I'm at $796. So I'm really happy with that, and I see that number just getting higher and higher. So I wanted to make sure I gave you guys specifics on what I'm actually doing to increase my sales instead of just saying, oh, I'm cross-posting over there, which obviously that is the first thing to do, is to get your listings on the platforms you want to see them on to get more eyes on your pieces. But I am specifically ending listings on eBay that are going to end that day. So this is a common practice for people who are pretty savvy on eBay, which I do not consider myself. But if you go into your seller hub, it will tell you the items that are ending that day. Now, eBay will automatically relist those items for you, but they won't be logged as a new item. With most algorithms, the companies like to get the newer items to the top of the feed, and eBay is no different. So the best thing to do on eBay, instead of letting eBay relist that stale item, is to end the listing on your own and then relist it as a new item. So I go into eBay every day, and I don't always do all of the items that are listing, but I pick that are ending, but I pick 5 and I end those listings and then I relist them. What has happened when I do that is sometimes I'll go in there and I'll see that I missed an item. For example, I went to delist an item the other day and something said to me, I think I sold that on Poshmark. So I looked, and sure enough, the item had sold on Poshmark. Some of these listings are older listings before I had Vendoo, which is a cross-listing service that I use, and before my inventory matched up. Some of the older listings in there I haven't imported into Vendoo, so they're not showing up as being sold because I have the delist relist feature on Vendoo. So if something sells, I mark it sold, and then it takes it off of other platforms. So it's forced me to really look at my inventory better, which this was just a practice I never did regularly prior to this month. And it's also a really quick way to just get new listings up. If I don't have time to do new listings and take photographs, relisting stale items is a great way to re-energize your closet or your shop. The other thing that's happening is when I go to delist, some of the items on eBay may not be on Poshmark. And so what's happening there is I will cross list from that point. Even though it's not a new listing, it's going to be new on a different platform. And just this week, I relisted an item on Poshmark that wasn't on eBay. So I relisted it on Poshmark and I cross-listed it to eBay. And it was this Evelyn Pearson vintage quilted long robe in a white with white floral embroidered trim. I'm going to talk about this piece in an upcoming video where I compare some sales and talk about the discrepancy in profits. But this particular item gave me a great profit. I paid between $5 and $7 for this item. It was listed for over a year, and I delisted it and relisted it, and 4 days later it was a full price sale on Poshmark for $75. So I was thrilled by this sale because it was an item that had really become stale. That just made my day, especially since it was a relist item. I'm also making sure that when things have been listed for a week or two on eBay, if they haven't sold or they're not getting a lot of attention, I will promote all of my listings at 2%. That is taken out of like your final payout from eBay if something sells via promoted listing, but it's worth it to me to get a lot of eyes on it. eBay typically suggests 7%, I think, is like their default number, and I usually lower that to 2%. So I don't know if there's a magic number, but I do it at 2% when I do promoted listings. I am adding the optional fields that sometimes I've neglected. It will show up in your seller hub that you have required fields that you need to fill out, or you have optional fields you can fill out. And I'm just trying to get in there, fill out those optional fields, fill out my required fields. And the other thing that I'm trying to do more frequently is leave consistent feedback to my buyers. And I will say it is really making a difference on eBay. So those are just kind of back of house things that I'm doing on eBay for my reselling business to pump that up. I would love to get to the point where eBay and Poshmark are even, where I'm making like $4,500 on each platform. That would be amazing. And you do have that potential with eBay because it's such a large audience. Another thing I did specifically on eBay was I turned on accepts counter offers. So I accept offers on all of my items, but I just recently turned on that people can counter offer. So similar to Poshmark, if I send an offer out, somebody can counter offer something, and then we can negotiate from there. Where prior to this, when I wasn't really paying attention, I didn't have that clicked. So if somebody didn't like my offer or my counter offer to them, it was just a done deal. Another thing that I did this month when things were really slow on Poshmark is I just started to take lower offers on all platforms. I looked at something, and you know that old thing, don't be greedy. Sometimes we can get so caught up when we pick a number that we want an item to sell for. I can sometimes hold on to that price, and it's just a number that I made up. If an item's been around for a long time and an offer's coming in, if that item has been in my inventory for a really long time, there's a chance that it's just not worth the number I have priced it at. Another thing that I'm doing with Poshmark is I'm pulling items that have been stale and sitting for a while that are eligible to send to the RealReal, and I'm going to pull those items. Specifically, there is a Salvatore Ferragamo bag that I tried to sell on my own. I got 2 at the bins on the same day. One of them I sent to the RealReal, one of them I kept at home and tried to sell. It was actually returned, and it was kind of a questionable return, but anyways, it's in beautiful condition, and it came back to me while the other one sold at the RealReal, and I got a good commission, over $100, and they were both pickups from the bins. I also got a beautiful wool Ferragamo coat recently, probably in the past 3 or 4 months, so not too recently, and it's been sitting for a while, so I'm also going to send that Salvatore Ferragamo. They take the North Face, and if I have North Face stuff that's been sitting around and it's eligible to send, they don't take all North Face, but I have a lot of outerwear North Face stuff, and it's also bulky, so it's taking up a lot of room in my inventory space. One sale that I was also really excited about that I was surprised sold on Poshmark was this men's vintage profile ski suit. It sold for $80. I think I had it listed at $125. I had bought it specifically to list on Depop, and I thought it would sell on Depop, and if not Depop, I would have put money that it would have sold on eBay, and it wound up selling on Poshmark for $80, and I paid $10 for that suit, so that was a really good profit as well. Now, as far as items sold specifically, as mentioned, I sold 17 items on eBay, but on Poshmark so far, as of April 28th, I've only sold 97 items. Now, I usually average between 125 and 140 or 50 on really good weeks, good months on Poshmark. The number of items that I'm selling is definitely down. When I share my numbers with you guys, it's never meant to flex or to put myself down or brag or any of those things. It's literally just sharing facts with you. Depending on where you are in your journey, your volume might be triple what my volume is. You might be just starting out and you had $100 in sales and it's been your best month, and that's incredible. We're all in different journeys here. We're all in a different point in our reselling career. I also have an employee who I have to pay, so there's pressure for me to make sure my sales are that much better. So if I take $3,422.25 and divide it by 97 items, my average selling price is $35.28. So that's actually higher than I thought it was going to be. My top selling brand this month, as far as what I made in money, was Madewell. I made almost $200, $196 with Madewell. Then I had some higher priced items, like I sold this dress from Ministry of Supply, and it sold for $117. I paid $10 for that. I have just vintage down as a category with $107. I sold a couple of my American Girl dolls this month on Poshmark and on eBay. I think I sold 2 and 2. And that was $106. Bowden has been really selling well for me. I've had $104 in sales on Bowden. And today I sold a Bowden blouse over on eBay for $30. So these numbers are just Poshmark. So there are certain brands that I'm not seeing. Like typically I will see J. Crew or I'll see Free People, and those aren't even in like my top 6 this month. So it's pretty interesting. And I'm getting all of this information from my Closet Insights on Poshmark. So you can log into Poshmark Poshmark and go into your sales and into Closet Insights, and you'll get this breakdown. So that's all the information that I'm giving you right now. I'm still moving items from the buyout sale from last June. I sold 2 pairs of Talbot's pants this month. They were new with tag. I was so excited that they went in the same month. I sold some J. Jill high-rise linen pants too, so those were all from the estate sale. So it's been almost a year, but items are still selling. Okay, let's switch gears and talk a little bit about YouTube. As some of you may know, I started a YouTube channel called Time with Tata in February, and I was so gung-ho when I started that channel, and I was full of ideas with things that I wanted to do. I wanted to do weekly lives. I wanted to do luxury handbag content, planner content, and it's actually developing into kind of this lifestyle. I'm cooking with you. I'm sharing a lot of just like outings in Boston or just adventures that I'm making with my family. I did a vlog from my trip over Easter break when I went to the Poconos with my family. So it's funny because my intention when I started Time with Tata was to do all the things that I just mentioned, and it's actually developing into something a little bit different, and I'm not sad about it. It's just interesting how things evolve. So one of my goals in the upcoming months is to kind of get back to some of those videos that I intended to do on my new channel. So I would like to do a couple more lives, and I would also like to get back into the swing of things and do the things that I talked about, like the planner content, which I don't know why I have anxiety about that. I'm nervous because planner content is so different from what I do now. And you know, you have the overhead. I'm like literally like self-conscious about my hands if my nails aren't done. Like the stupidest things are holding me back from doing those videos. So those are things that I'm just like working on, that I just want to push myself to make sure I get incorporated into my second channel before I start losing people who initially subscribe to that channel to see certain things. So I'm also doing a lot of juggling. I want to take a minute to thank today's sponsor. Ana Luisa partnered with me in today's video. I love my Ana Luisa jewelry. The Tia hoop earrings are my absolute favorite. I don't think that they make the large anymore, but they do make the medium. I live in these earrings, and they just do not tarnish. They recycle their metals. They are a carbon neutral company, so you can feel good about the product that you're purchasing. For someone who recycles clothing for a living, it was important for me to know that the way that they make their jewelry is not adding more waste to our earth. The jewelry comes in these beautiful little packages, which this is new to me. In the past, they were little velvet pouches. And today I am sporting this beautiful necklace that I love. I shower with this stuff. It does not tarnish, and it's also super affordable. They have really fashion forward pieces that you can feel confident in, that you can wear every day or wear when you dress up. Today I'm also wearing this dome ring. I love me a good little huggy earring. I'm wearing the huggies in this hole. They don't go into the back of my head, so I can sleep with these at night. And then the other earrings that I got, I thought they were a little edgy. This one has like a little dangling piece on this side, and it's so pretty. And this side has something a little bit different, even though it comes as a set. Now through Mother's Day, when you buy one piece of jewelry, you get your second item for 40% off. And their original prices are great to begin with. Your code will be applied at checkout. Just click the link in my description and make a little wish list. Send it to someone in your family who is doing the shopping for Mother's Day. Treat yourself, treat a friend, treat your daughter. Go onto their website. There are just a variety of things that you can choose from. Thank you again, Ana Luisa, for partnering with me on today's video. I look forward to wearing my earrings all month long, and especially on Mother's Day. So I don't mind doing the editing. I'm trying to edit every single day, whether a video is going out or whether I am just like uploading some information off of my camera. I'm trying to do a little bit of editing or filming every single day because it just keeps the ball rolling. So one of the things that I want to do is just get better about getting videos done ahead of time, and editing every single day is really helping me do that. I'm also trying to push myself a little bit on YouTube because this summer my kids are coming home. So Angie will be here, and now I'm trickling a little bit into my personal life, but Angie will be home mid-May. Anthony might be moving out of Pittsburgh. We're not sure where he's gonna end up, and we don't know if he's gonna have time where he's back at home. And of course, Rocco is a senior and he's graduating in June, so we're gonna have graduation parties. It's just gonna be a very celebratory summer to have Angie home, potentially Anthony, who is now grown up and out of the house, and Rocco. So what I don't want this summer to look like is me like grinding away with YouTube videos all summer long and miss the time when my family is together. Rocco's going away in the fall. In September, I can do a video every day of the week if I want, because I'm going to be crying alone in my house when Rocco goes away. So I'll have plenty of time for the fall. So what I'm trying to do with my YouTube schedule right now is beef it up a little bit in April and in the month of May until the kids come home and until graduation season officially kicks off. So I'm trying to do 2 or 3 videos a week on Lori's Boston Found, and I wanted to do 2 a week on Time with Tata, but it's kind of ending up being just 1 a week on Time with Tata. That's my plan moving forward with YouTube. I'm also super excited about doing my Thrift Across New England series, season 2, so there's going to be a lot of that, but that's kind of fun because when I travel throughout New England, it's really easy to just get some footage from different places I go because I thrift everywhere I go. Also with YouTube, I'm trying to do 2 videos per month from either the bins or the pit where I go to. My audience seems to really respond to those videos, so I want to make sure I keep them in my repertoire without making them like the only thing I'm doing. So I'm trying to branch out and do different style videos, but also keep those bins, hauls, and thrift with me's in at least twice a month on YouTube. Let me know in the comments if there's something you're missing from my channel, if there's something I used to do that I don't do anymore, or something you'd like to see from me. I always really like getting your feedback, and I have the best audience ever. I really respect what you guys have to say, and I would love to hear if you have any suggestions. And just to talk a little bit about personal stuff, which most of this I keep on my other channel, but I'm kind of an open book over here as well. My Weight Watchers journey, I feel like is a little bit stalled lately. I've lost like 7 pounds on Weight Watchers, and I really love the program because it's not super restrictive. And so it's been slow for me because I'm taking some liberties here and there, and that's okay. I'm happy to be down 7 pounds. I'm really looking forward to being down 10 pounds. When I'm down 10 pounds, I'm going to do a video on my other channel, what I eat in a day, and just share with you some of the strategies I use to get to that place. But I find that I'm just like really making healthier choices, and it's not so much about the weight. I mean, the weight is obviously a factor for me, but I'm trying to focus more on like how I feel, how much water I'm taking in, am I sleeping better? I just recently started taking a little CBD oil before bed because I really struggled to sleep, and it's been fantastic for me. So that is a first for me, and it's something that I'm really appreciative that I found something that works, because I usually have no problem falling asleep, but I have trouble staying asleep. And I think that my sleep is connected to my ability to make good, healthy choices during the day. If I'm well rested, I'm more likely to exercise a little bit. I'm sleeping in, so I don't know. I feel so much more refreshed when I wake up and I've had a good night's sleep that I feel like I make better choices. So some really big news in the Tata house is that my son Rocco accepted his offer from the University of Maine in Orono, and we are so excited for him. He is going to study education. That's what he's starting out as. He's not sure if he's going to stay with education, but he's really excited. He's going to be roommates with one of his best friends from high school. It's a part of Maine that we've never really explored before. I grew up going on vacations in Maine, but this is up there. But it's 3 hours and 45 minutes from us, which is about almost half the time it takes to get from here to Penn State. So I'm so excited that he's going to be in New England and a little bit closer. So that has been really exciting for us. Today he picked out his prom tuxedo. He's wearing gray to the prom. He's going to look so handsome. A buddy of his works at Men's Warehouse, so he went there today without me, and I was sad not being there because I was with Anthony when he got his tux, and I was with Angelina when she got her dress, but Rocco's like, no, my friend's gonna help me out. He's really good. And so he was sending me pictures. So that's exciting. Like, things are happening so fast for Rocco. So he's really gonna be my focus in the upcoming months. So we're really just trying to map out our calendar with family vacations and graduation parties and all that stuff, because we are going to be super busy. And in the fall, when I'm a sad empty nester, I'm doing over my house. Specifically, I'm getting all new hardwood floors throughout. We have tile in my kitchen and then hardwood in the living room area, but that hardwood is different than the hardwood in my dining room. And it's kind of that shiny honey color, and I definitely want to go wider boards, a little more grayish undertone. Like I don't want any shine. So I'm so excited to do my floors over. Jay is dreading it, but I promised him I was going to treat with my reselling money to an Airbnb so we can just move out with Lulu Marie for however long we have to. And we're gonna try to make it like a vacation, like an empty nest vacation when the kids are back in school. So sometime in late mid-September, I think, we're gonna start renovation, and all of that I'm going to show over on my other channel, which I think will be really fun. So I'm planning on doing new floors. I'm going to extend my island in the kitchen and get new countertops in the kitchen. I think I'm gonna get a new farmer's sink, and I'm paying for it 100% with my reselling money, which I'm so excited about. I have literally been saving since I started my business. As you guys know, I am not the main source of income for my family. So while I do contribute with some of my reselling money, I have been very fortunate that I can just bank all my money, which I have been doing since the beginning. So I mean, I have my own credit card for my business, so all of my business expenses come out of my business account, but I've saved up some money, and I knew that this is what I was going to do with it. And then hopefully when Angelina graduates from college, she has to go to grad school. So I'm also starting to put money aside for that, to potentially help my kids with grad school. So those are the goals that I have for my family life. That wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed this style. I know it was a lot of me talking, but I'm hoping that there's some value you see, or something you can relate to, or an idea that I shared that maybe you can apply to your business in some way, to make things a little bit more productive for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description and take advantage of their buy one, get one 40% off sale through Mother's Day. You deserve something special. Their stuff is just beautiful. I love them. Thank you so much. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I'll see you really soon in a new video. Thanks everybody. Bye.